Long down the right side, caught, touchdown, Washington State.
Long three.
What a catch by Phillip Bobo.
The Palusa's gonna pop.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fieldhouse Report. We are here with WSU commit from Santa Margarita Catholic High School, Braden Kyman. Welcome to the Fieldhouse Report.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Look, glad to have you. Glad we could work out a time. Obviously, you're busy here at the end of the school year, but excited to get you into the Crimson and Gray and packing Beasley Stadium and beating up on those Gonzaga Bulldogs. So,
Yep, definitely.
all right. So let me ask you, Brayden, I guess you got recruited to a bunch of schools and you chose Washington State. What stood out for you other than your relationship with maybe your brother and your parents already kind of knowing David Riley? What stood out to you about Washington State and why you chose to go to Washington State?
Yeah, like you said, I knew Coach Riley and the whole staff, so that was obviously a plus. But once I got up there for my visit, my September of my junior year of high school, I didn't really know what to expect. I got on campus, I just loved it. Like right when I got there, like the community, small college town, everyone, you see Cougar flags absolutely everywhere. I went to a football game, super fun. At the time, I was like with Cedric Coward, and he was showing me around in that team, and yeah, it was just super fun. Football game was fun. I went to one of the games as against San Jose State where we rushed the field after, so I got to experience that. So having experienced that in 2 days being there, just like felt like home. And then obviously with the basketball program and like the dorms right across from the practice facility, the offense, everything just like pointed to what I wanted. So I was committed on the spot right there.
That's awesome. And that's awesome. So I guess for you right now, what are you looking forward to the most, or what are you kind of maybe having some doubts about maybe going into Pullman as a college freshman?
I'm most excited just to be a part of a team, like a new beginnings. I know obviously 4 years, same high school team, and now going to college and playing at a bigger level, playing on TV. So I'm super excited about the new Pac-12. Just going up there every day, having practice, living on my own, getting like controlling everything, my food, treatment, all that, and not having like anyone like to be there kind of quote unquote for me with my parents. I think the biggest challenge is going to be like holding myself accountable. I'm living on my own, like I said, for the first time, getting to practice, getting extra workouts in on my own. And yeah, just keeping up with the new college schedule and everything. And obviously the physicality and the speed is a lot different than what I'm used to. So going into that, realizing that and just being ready for it.
Yeah. So you kind of mentioned some nutrition. So if you were to pick like a particular cheat meal that you would have, that's like your favorite cheat meal, what would it be?
Probably Raising Cane's. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if you guys have that up there. You guys don't?
Nope.
Oh, it's
Nope.
so good. It's a chicken
I know.
fingers place. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it used to be only in California, but now they're slowly moving out east. So yeah.
Yeah. I think they have Raising Cane's, if I'm not mistaken. I went to Ole Miss and they have it at their university there. So it's really good though.
Very
Anybody
good.
gets a chance. But
Yeah.
were you able to visit any local places that you found to be good food there?
I went to the Old European, a breakfast spot.
Yes.
Very good. I went to a couple places in near Idaho. I forgot what it was called, but I've had some good. So it was pretty good actually. Yeah, I went to. I think they're getting rid of it. The lumber yard, eating at the lumber yard.
It's already gone. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
closed.
saw that on Instagram. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But that place was good too.
Yeah. Well, recommendation from me, Cella's, great place. My recommendation for food certainly is to get Cella's, and it's a pizza calzone type place right there at the bottom of the campus that you can find, and it's really good. So let me ask you, in terms of your just recruiting process, obviously you went through multiple teams and you had Washington State. What are some of the things that kind of like when you're going through that process that you were trying to figure out that maybe you weren't completely aware of that other recruits can anticipate about learning about the recruiting process that you felt like helped make your decision that much easier?
So when it first happened, like June 15th, when the coaches were allowed to call me, it definitely caught me by surprise because I thought it was going to be more schools, to be honest. And that's how it was for some of my teammates down here in Southern California that were like pretty high ranked kids. It's just crazy now with the transfer portal that less schools are looking at high school kids. So that kind of caught me off surprise actually being in it and like seeing that they're not much emphasis on high school kids anymore recruiting. So that was definitely a big thing for sure. But yeah, once that started to go by and I got a couple offers from other schools, it was just kind of knowing in my head and talking with my family of what I want and what I was looking for. I was going somewhere where I have an opportunity to play, opportunity to be in a system that like fits my play style, which was perfect with Washington State. So, I mean, I only took one other visit, which was UC San Diego. and then which was before Washington State. And then I took Washington State and I just loved it and committed there. Which for basketball, I committed in September of my junior year, which is pretty early. So I kind of still didn't really get to see that many other schools because I just like found home right away for me. But even after I was already committed, there was like when I was playing club, there were some coaches from other schools asking my AAU coaches like if I would decommit and if I would look at other schools, and I didn't really like get into that at all because I didn't want to, obviously. But it was definitely crazy to see that the amount of schools that aren't recruiting high school kids. So, I mean, I talked to a lot of schools that like were interested but didn't offer. But I just obviously talking to Washington State and Coach Riley reaching out, and sometimes it's mostly the assistants of certain schools. So once like
Mhm.
Coach Riley called me himself, which is a head coach, is a lot different. So that also gave me more like certainty of where I wanted to go to. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So I guess for you right now, you're kind of in your off season. Since March, you were in the southern section. Were you in the quarterfinals or
Yeah, we got the quarterfinals. We lost to Sierra Canyon.
okay? So it's been a while since you've played or picked up basketball. What have you been doing in the meantime? Just trying to keep your rhythm going and whatnot. What have you been doing to kind
Yeah.
of keep up with basketball activities?
This offseason's been a lot different than like what I've had in the past because obviously I have AAU to play, and now that I don't, a lot more time, which is a big positive in my opinion. So once season ended, I took about like just 2 weeks off just to rest my body, and then I got straight into it, like working out every day basketball wise. And then I went on to I actually went to Italy to play for a basketball team that I got invited for. So I played in the U19 team that was based out of Ohio, and they took me and my other friend from SoCal, and we went to Italy. So we played against all different types of countries, which was super fun to experience that. That was my first time in Europe, and it was super fun. So that was cool. Then we came back. That was like the first week of April. Then I started a 6 week lifting program with my mom, which was like a USA volleyball type of thing. I just finished that up. So it's like conditioning on Saturday, yoga on Wednesday, then the other days are all lifting super hard, like full body lifts. So, and that's just like the body portion. And then obviously I have a trainer down here that I was working out with almost every day, just like working on stuff, staying in shape, just sharpening up skills, getting a lot of shots up. So been doing that ever since. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, you mentioned your mom and obviously volleyball, and you come from a family of athletes. Your dad having played football, and what was the other sport at CSUN, Cal State Northridge?
Volleyball.
Volleyball.
Yeah.
Yep, volleyball and football, and then your mom also played volleyball at UCLA. Your brother having made a Final Four appearance at UCLA when he was there, and then playing under Coach Riley to finish out his career at Eastern Washington University. Of all four of you, who's the best athlete?
Right now, my dad's definitely gonna say he is based on his accolades, but I know for a fact once I'm done, it's gonna be me.
There we go. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And you obviously went to Santa Margarita Catholic High School, which is where Clay freaking Thompson went to school. What's that like going
Yeah.
into a gym that, Washington State and NBA legend has played at? What's it like every day going there?
It's amazing. We have like I think one of the nicest gyms in SoCal. I mean, we put like my sophomore year, we put $1 million renovation. We have two big jumbotrons in the high school gym, so it's absolutely crazy. And then outside the gym, we have a big mural of Clay, all his like USA NBA championships, all that stuff. So it's super cool knowing that. And then obviously once I committed, knowing that he went to Santa Maria and Washington State, so it's just super cool to see that and be a part of that. And I know when I first committed, people were saying that like I came from the same high school as Clay Thompson. So it's just like a super cool parallel that I get to be a part of. So super grateful to be like mentioned in that.
Yeah, no, I mean, big fan of his. If he ever played for the Lakers, I would buy that jersey in a heartbeat. But
Oh, definitely.
yeah. But that being said, Coach David Riley just got interviewed by KookFan.com and talked about how this team really has a chip on its shoulder already, just based on conversations. And you've come out even stating that you guys all really want to play for each other and play in that team atmosphere. And you're looking forward to being a part of 4 years. But this is what Coach Riley had to say specifically about you. Brayden is a really skilled young forward that sees the floor exceptionally well. He has a natural feel for passing and moving the ball, and we think his game is going to continue taking off as he develops physically. And then he mentions your family and that he's excited to have you. What's one thing that we can expect as Cougs when we see you out on that floor next season and moving into your time at Washington State that maybe coach didn't highlight, or you think that maybe should be recognized here?
Yeah, kind of. I'm just coming to do whatever I can to win. I know we've had Washington State's had to pass to so seasons, and I know like you said, like everyone has a chip on their shoulder. We want to win. So what Coach Riley said is right. I mean, I see the floor well. I love to pass, get others involved, whether it's from the perimeter or inside. So I just love to make extra passes, love to get the team involved. I feel like that's when the team is moving the best, when it's like just a pure machine, just moving the ball, everyone getting touches. So also I'm coming to shoot as well. You know, I think I'm a great shooter. I shot like 45% from three the last 2 years in high school. So when I get up there, more time in the gym to sharpen up. Obviously, you got to make the adjustment to the high school line to the college line. So I'll be ready for that. And yeah, just coming to win, definitely.
Yeah, I guess from you and maybe just team chats or whatever that looks like right now, what has you most excited about this team right now, just based on conversations alone, before you come up in June and really start getting to work?
Yeah, so I've talked to some of the guys on like Instagram and stuff. I see from what I've seen, like some of the people transferring from like bigger schools. So I think them coming here, everyone has like you said, and Coach Riley said, everyone has a chip on their shoulder. Everyone's coming, they have something to prove, and I feel like when we get a group and collective that everyone has something to prove, and we learn each other, then we can really get after it when we start playing games. So I think that's really important. Obviously, we haven't got up there yet as a team, so I think once we get up there in the summer, just a bond on and off the court will be important. But yeah, I'm super excited. I think everyone's going to be ready to go from what I've heard, and it's going to be a super fun year.
Awesome. I'm excited to actually watch you guys play and beat up on those Bulldogs next year, because
Yeah.
that's all on our schedule for every Coug across the nation. So I guess for you, just beyond basketball, right? You're more than just a basketball player. You're a student athlete. And so you're going to be studying. What are you going to be studying at WSU? Do you know yet? Or are you kind of just taking some time before you figure that out?
Yeah, so I took a while. I didn't really know what I want to do, but I knew after I'm done playing, whenever that is, obviously the dream is playing professionally, but after I'm done, I really want to get into coaching. So I try to pick a major that kind of links to that. And I chose sports management at Washington State, which is like a new program there. So that's going to be super fun.
It's not new. I graduated from it in '09. It's been around for
Really?
some time.
Oh,
Yes.
really? I was told it was new, but yeah, I'm super excited to do that. So I have my classes for the fall. I have my classes or my one class for the summer. So I'm super excited to get up there, learn about that, and just see what I can get into because that's obviously what I want to do when I like officially done playing basketball. Because obviously the ball stops bouncing at one point, so I still want to be around it, train kids, coach kids, and yeah.
Yeah. Beyond, just like basketball itself, school, what are some other hobbies or interests? Or what would be another sport that maybe you would be competing in if it wasn't basketball?
Some hobbies, definitely Xbox. Like I said, I'm bringing my Xbox up there for sure. Got my monitor, my Xbox coming up. I love playing with Xbox with all my friends, my brother. That's when I just kind of like relax when I'm done playing basketball. And I would say if I wasn't playing basketball, I don't know if I'd be able to take a hit, but I absolutely love football. I played when I was a little younger, and I love being a quarterback and throwing. I don't know if I could handle a hit though, get hit taken out in the legs though. But maybe some flag football or something. But I love playing it. I love watching it. College football. I kept up with all the Washington State football games, even the NFL games, and yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And then I guess for you, if you were to say like one player that you would model after you model your game after in today's current NBA, who would that be?
That's a great question. I try to look at obviously, I'm trying to get more in the ball handling aspect of it, but like Luca, I watch Luca a lot. You know, he's like 6'7", thick body, not super fast, but still will just like light you up. Has shooting, can take you inside. Like I said, not very fast, but efficient with his moves, gets to spots. Obviously, can shoot it really well. Can shoot it from deep. So that's definitely someone I compare myself to. Still working on the ball handling, getting better at that. I feel like that's been one of my biggest improvements in the last couple months. So I'm just ready for that. Obviously, staying ready with the shot, and yeah, and obviously when it comes to playmaking and like looking at passes of angles, like cross court passes, full court passes, like pick and roll passes, I always watch LeBron. I feel like that's like his most underrated thing. I'm like the biggest LeBron fan you'll find. So that's definitely what I study when it comes to him for sure.
So he's definitely your GOAT. That was going to be one of my questions.
100%, 100%.
Okay,
Hard
so
to know with
LeBron's
anyone.
your GOAT. Yeah, I love it. I love it. LeBron's one of my GOATs. I'm tired of kind of debating, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fun to talk about nevertheless.
yeah.
Well, okay. Okay. So, Braden, obviously it's great having you on the podcast, but 4, 5 years from now, what do you hope people say about Braden Kyman at his time at the WSU?
That's a good question. Just a competitor who wanted to win. I want people, fans, to look at me and like, oh, I remember the times that Braden played here. It was so fun going to games. We won. We had a great season. Made March Madness. Went far. Just something that we can be remembered. And I remember when I came up for my visit again in November, just looking up. I was at the Washington game and just looking up at the banners, like one Sweet 16 appearance is like crazy. And my biggest dream when going up there is to make it past that, make it a Final Four appearance, lead eight, whatever it is. I just want to have a great season, get as far as we can, and do something that's gonna be remembered forever there. So yeah,
Awesome. Well, Braden, great having you on the podcast. Appreciate your time here today and look forward to you coming into next season and taking over the reins and pushing this team to new heights.
yep, super excited to get up there.
Awesome. Good luck to you, Braden.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs.